It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. So a pretty early 1st quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Albrecht Rosa set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Back to it after the pick six. Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well, first down screen pass, good for 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Carolina first. Bridgewater to Moore. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Dancing to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 19-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Panthers nothing.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And again, it's Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Bridgewater. Eluding the press. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. That is caught inside the 5. And taking it across for Panthers touchdown. Harrison Bryant, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it helped scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll move the chains.
At the 34-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. First down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. $35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The tackle by Brian Burns.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Bridgewater on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
44-yard line.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Flushed out right. That's to McCaffrey, complete. It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
A 54-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here to his running back, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Switch it up here and look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Chargers' 39-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Bridgewater. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 26-yard line.
Throwing. Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
To throw, Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure.
Albert Rosa set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Bridgewater now. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a 1st down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Now left side on the swing pass. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Bridgewater again. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now a run with McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Bridgewater to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
The 20-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Christian McCaffrey, the complete package. He's got the power, the hands, the agility, and he certainly also has the speed as evidenced there.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Panthers 28, Chargers 21. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Here's 2nd and 9.
He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Chargers.
Gun. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. He throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
third down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. McCaffrey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Lambo is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2nd and 12 at the 7-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Bridgewater. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 18. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Albert Rosa set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Keep grinding, keep grinding.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
2nd and 8.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Chargers 34, Panthers 31. Albert Rosa set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Bridgewater. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And it's 3rd and 4. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Bridgewater to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With a connection there, Bridgewater to Samuel for a Panther first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Back to throw. And this one's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Bridgewater. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Come on. How many people watching this one right here gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And it's up and good.
That's the score. Panthers 38, Chargers 34. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set your...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came